You can use our power supply. Alright, we have a big thing out there. That's up to you though. That's okay. Okay. Working.
kind of just to warm up.
Oh, this Irish like, oh, I think it feels pretty good. Get out of here, you old man.
Nobody's playing that with it.
No. That is not good PR. You gotta put on your PR break.
Mr. Bloom. Up in my picture with it. Thank you.
back here in Scott City, final match of the day here as Scott City's getting set to take on the TMP Marion Monarchs in the third place game. TMP had to knock off Colby in order to win, and they did it in straight sets over the Monarchs to get to the third place match to TMP. Scott City knew they were there for a while, so they've had a little bit of a break here. And they're going to have the line judges here momentarily and should be set to go here for the final matches of the tournament for Scott City. They're currently playing the championship match on the North Court. It's Lebo and Norton. Both teams have won a set apiece, and it's in the third set right now. And Norton with the 1-point lead over the Lebo Wolves, 5-4. Norton won the first set. Lebo had to win 27-25 in the second set to force a third opportunity. Lady Beavers and Lady Monarchs for the third time this year. They both met at the Hayes, the Maroon and Gold Classic there in Hayes in late August. Scott City would win in the consolation, or win in the round robin. TMP would beat the Lady Beavers in the fifth place match. And so this is, I guess, the rubber match of this season series between the two teams. Scott City will have Kendall Gentry, also Piper Fox, Megan Trout, Mackenzie Metzger, Erica Felker, and Danara Castillo starting. TMP coached by Megan Gottschalk. They'll roll out Cheyenne Yost. Also, Addison Mader. She is a freshman. Yost a senior. Also out there is Tegan Gottschalk. She'll check out for the libero, Bryn Rebel, excuse me. Also mentioned Yost. Also out there is Leah Seib and Hallie Dreiling as well. And Scott City will serve first with Erica Felker. In the middle, here's TMP, rolls it across, kill good. That time by Seib, it's 1-0 for the Lady Monarchs here in the final match of the day. And back to serve is Hallie Dreiling. Felker will bump it left side here for Peyton Gentry over the block and down, deflected down, a point for Scott City. We're tied at 1. Peyton Gentry, the first kill of the match, third place match for Scott City. Lady Beavers guaranteed a winning record here. They're 3-1 on the day. They tried to improve their seeding in the 4A sub-state. That serve, and that hit attempt is long for TMP, and the Lady Beavers go up 2-1. Another Carissa Irvin serve. That one goes wide and out of service there. Ties this one up at 2. So quickly back and forth they go here in the opening set as TMP is going to bring in a sub in, and that is going to be Bria Winholtz, another freshman for the Lady Monarchs. And here's a kill attempt into the net by TMP. That was by Leah Seib, and it's 3-2 Scott City. They'll get the serve back, and the side out is Avery Lewis in for Mackenzie Metzger. And so back to serve will be Scott City. That served by Castillo, by the way, and the kill attempt deflected, dug up. Here's Felker going left side for Avery Lewis. Can't quite bump it over, and it's going to be a tie at 3. 3-3 here in the opening set. Third place match. Set here. Trout trying to go for the kill and miss. Hits it. Has to go back, reaching back, and she did it. Put it in the nets. And it's 4-3 TMP. They have the lead back as they're back to serve here with Alyssa Seib. Left side, Avery Lewis pushes it across the back row for TMP. Right side, here's a swing at it down the line, and it's good for Cheyenne Yost and TMP with the last 3 as they go up by 2 here in the going a first set, 5-3. 5-3. They're playing the 9th place match, Goodland and Wichita County. Wichita County finishing 5th in their pool by a tiebreaker. TMP with the attack here, up by 2, and they're going to say it's a block point for Scott City. Trout with the block, 5-4, service back to Scott City, as it'll be Kinley Wren in for Erica Felker, and Kendall Gentry coming in for Peyton Gentry, and it'll be Kendall serving. 5-4 here in the opening set, third place match. It's all tied up at 9 in set 3 between Norton and Lebo. Serve is across, played in the back row. Here's a kill attempt blocked. Nope, not 4 hits. They say it was blocked and rolled over by TMP. Back row Scott City with a chance to tie. Left side, here is Avery Lewis. Dug up by TMP. Set off the block. Oh, Gentry couldn't get to it, and it's 6-4 Monarchs. 6-4 TMP, as they'll be back to serve with Cheyenne Yost. And also back in the lineup is Shaylee Godchak. And that hits the tape and goes across for the ace. The break that goes your way there, and it's now 7-4. So a service ace for Cheyenne Yost on her first serve. Yost serve, good one again. It's Gentry setting up in the middle. Avery Lewis on the run, rolls it across. TMP on the attack, up 3 in the opening set. Tips across court right to Kendall Gentry. It's Wren sets it left side. Avery Lewis left side, but dug up. Good cover on the back row. And here's a set for Scott City right side for Wren. Shoots one out of the back, and it's 8-4. And hitting errors right now hurting Scott City here in the opening set. (8-4) serve across for Yost, and misplayed by Scott City, and they're down 5, and Lauren Robinson's going to burn a timeout. Scott City down 5 here in the opening set. We'll take this break on the Beaver Broadcasting Network.
Women at every stage of life want a healthcare experience uniquely theirs, where excellence meets elegance and healthcare is personalized just for you. Scott County Hospital and Scott City Clinic's skilled physicians and nurses will help your family prepare for the birth of your baby. The private, comfortable, secure rooms for labor, delivery, and postpartum care include jacuzzi tubs for pain management during labor. Call Scott City Clinic to set an appointment today. We put our heart in healthcare.
All right, out of the timeout, 9-4 Monarch lead here in the opening set. Scott City here on the attack. Left side, Avery Lewis off the front of the tape, and that's going to be a lift off the block attempt, and Lewis records her first kill, and a much-needed point for Scott City out of that timeout. 9-5 your score. Scott City's second kill the opening set, and they will be back to serve there with Megan Trout. Off a long dig, Piper Fox with a point that time. Their first 9-6 too quick for Scott City out of their own timeout here in set 1 as they're back to within 3. And another Trout serve coming up here. Tipped up by Godchak and now rolled across. Here's Castillo. Kendall Gentry sets up a middle, quick set. Piper Fox out. Good idea. That time Fox a little too quick a trigger, didn't kind of snap that wrist down as it sailed to the back, 10-6. And is for Scott City, Chrissa Irvin. Serve across here for Emma Baskell for TMP. Right side set for Avery Lewis into the net, 11-6. Now Lebo's starting to pull away a little bit on Norton in the third set. Championship match. They're now up 15-11. Back to serve again is Baskell here in this third place match. Kendall Gentry, not a good effort to try to get to it, but Scott City couldn't get it over on 3. It's 12-6. And we're going to have a substitution. Mackenzie Metzger is going to be in for Avery Lewis here. 12-6. Baskell back with their third straight serve here. set here for Gentry in the middle. Wren off the block and down. And a kill for Kinley Wren, makes it 12-7. Scott City into a hole here is Kinsey Metzger to serve. Metzger served the junior across. Set at the net right side. Cross court, good. That time by Tegan Gottschalk, and it's 13-7. And another serve coming up for Tegan Gottschalk. Actually, just her first. Here's Wren left side. Castile with a swing at it. Down the line and in. And it's 13-8. Castile records the kill, her first. 5 different Lady Beavers with 1 kill here in the early going. That's 5 of their 8 points. It's not the problem, the swings, but the attack errors have really caught up to them in this opening set. And Scott City back to serve. Felker with that second trip to the rotation for Lady Beavers. Here's a swing, and it's off the dig attempt by Felker. Kill in the middle for Aaliyah Saib, and it's now 14-8. 14-8 your score. And back to serve, second trip through for Hallie Dreiling. Irvin and Felker in the middle. This is Castillo. It's a tip to the corner, but dug up by the libero. Rebel dug up. Felker now right side. Here is Peyton Gentry tipped up. Rolled over. Gentry the set. Left side here for Castillo. Takes a swing off the block, but TMP digs that one up. And here's a swing through the block and down, powering that through Brooke Kenningsman. And it's now 15-8 as the Monarchs starting to roll here a little bit in this first set. Starting to pull away here. Another Dreiling serve. Felker goes right side here. Fox with it now set up right side. Yost off the block, dug up by Scott City, but they can't keep it alive anymore. It's now 16-8. Coach Lauren Robinson's going to burn her final timeout as TMP has opened up an 8-point lead here in set 1. Back after this quick break on the Beaver Broadcasting Network. Back here, and TMP starting to pull away here. They're on a 6-2 run and lead at 16-8 here in the opening set, forcing Coach Lauren Robinson to burn her final timeout. Rolled over and then long dig, just out the back that time. And a good effort play by Guillermo Castillo, but the Lady Beavers down 9 at 17-8. TMP just needs 8 to win the opening set. Dug up out of that serve. Here's the middle for Castillo off the block, and she gets her third kill. Make that her second kill. And a much needed Scott City point, 17-9 though, but they're in a little bit of a hole. Back to serve, Krista Irvin, her third serve of the match. In the middle this time, hit dug up. Gentry will take a crack at it, go cross court. Back to TMP, and they go deep out of the back, and it's going to be 17-10. Back-to-back for the Beavers here in set 1. Another Irvin serve coming up. Gets a good one tipped up that time by Baskell. Tipped across and finds the hole in the Scott City receive. 18-10. $18-10 for TMP here in the opening set. Serve into the net, service error. The first for TMP, that was Kenningsman. And it's 18-11. Scott City down 7. TMP needs 7 to win. Good serve across by Castile, and that's going to be an ace. Dayanara Castile with a service ace, 18-12. Scott City still fighting, but they're in a big hole here. They've trailed by as many as 9. They're down by a half a dozen. Served across. Set and down the line, but dug up by Scott City. They can't play it off the net. They misread it, and it's 19-12. Here's a roll across off the receive. Set in the middle. They'll kill from the back row, and it's out. Oh, it's in. It sneaks in. What a play that time by Kenningsman. Her second kill. And Seib will be back to serve, and it's 20-12 as TMP pushes the lead back up to 8. All of a sudden, Norton has got to within 1 in their championship match with Lebo. Lebo, the defending tournament champion. Gentry kind of pushed that back almost at a hit or a legal hit, but Scott City finds a way to get it over in 3 on their receive, and now TMP with the attack. Scott City keeps it alive. Free ball rolled over by Castillo right to Brooke Kenningsman. Set right side, roll shot across, missed play by Scott City, point TMP, and they match the largest lead at 21-12. That one hit over by Yost, and another serve for Liz Seib coming up. Liz Seib, senior. Or Peyton Gentry. Here's Avery Lewis wide, and it's 22-12. And another serve coming up here for Seib. Dug up. Steele left side. Here's Felker going for a kill attempt. Oh, she snuck it in. That time from the back row. And a kill that time for the senior Erica Felker, 22-13. So Scott City back to serve. It's Kendall Gentry coming in to serve. Gets a good serve, and it's an ace. Scott City's second ace of this opening set, down 8, 22-14. Another Kendall Gentry serve coming up here. Gets a good one across. Dug up by Kenningsman, rolled over, and TMP is going to get the point. They're now up by 9. Late stages of this opening set, 23-14. Scott City has not been able to get any rallies going, good rallies going in this opening set, and TMP had the 2 big rallies in the middle, and they've really never looked back. The serve across by Yost, her 5th, after she had her 3rd kill. Free ball by Gentry. Right side, cross court, dug up. It's Wren. Here's Trout, will take a swing at it to the back, but dug up by Kenningsman. In the middle of the swing, dug up by Irvin. Lewis will roll it across right back to Kenningsman in the back. Left side here for Wren. Holtz into the net, 23-15. 4 hits called. And another serve coming up here for the Lady Beavers. That one, Megan Trout, 23-15. Dug up by Trout. Gentry sets it and rolled across, and it just sneaks wide. Set point number 1. First of many here for TMP, 24-15. Trout out as Chris Irvin back in. 9-point lead for TMP. Set point number 1 for the Monarchs. Maskell knocks it across. Kill attempt by Wren, but dug up. TMP an opportunity to close this one out. They'll tip it, but dug up. Good cover that time by Castillo left side. Lewis with the swing off the block and down, and a lift is going to be called. And a good kill that time by the junior Avery Lewis, 24-16. Set point number 2 for TMP. And Scott City back to serve there with Avery Lewis. A misplay. Ace 24-17. Set point number 3 for Thomas More Prep. Dug up, left side they'll go here. Kenningsman to close this one out. On her third kill, 25-17, TMP wins this first set over Scott City. The Lady Beavers, if they want to get third, they will have to win the next 2. We'll take a break here on the Beaver Broadcasting Network.
As your local community foundation, we are dedicated to preserving local wealth so the communities in and around Scott County will forever remain an attractive place to live, work, and raise a family. We respond to the needs of our community through grant making, scholarships, and other special projects. To learn more, visit us online at scottcf.org.
They said this place was too isolated to call home. They said it was too remote to build a community. And then one day, a farmer strung a copper wire from one fence post to another and changed everything. We didn't build the communities of Southwest Kansas. No, we just brought them together.
If you are in the market for a new or used vehicle, check out J&R Car and Truck Center of Scott City. J&R Car and Truck has a fully trained service and parts staff for repairs on most makes and models of vehicles. Locally owned and operated, J&R Car and Truck Center provides new and used vehicles. Stop on in and check out jrcarandtruck.com for your next vehicle. J&R Car and Truck Center, your Chevrolet and GMC dealership in Scott City.
BBN is brought to you by American Implement, All-in-One Wash, B&H Paving, Fairley Company, Faroe Heating and Cooling, First National Bank, Great Western Tire, Harris Chiropractic.
And we're back, I believe, here for set number 2. TMP winning the first one, 25-17. They pulled away kind of that early to mid stage of the opening set. Lebo knocked off Norton in the third set to win the championship match. And they repeat as tournament champions here. They've won this thing 3 out of the 4 years they've come to the tournament. Norton, one of their best showings here at this tournament in a long time, finishing second. They go 4-1 on the day. Lebo goes 5-0 and wins the tournament championship. It'll be Colby Wheatland Grinnell for the third place match, or fifth place match, excuse me. Third place match is Scott City and TMP. They're playing the ninth place match over in the other court. Second set underway. TMP serves at Hallie Dreiling. Left side, Castillo tips it to the back. TMP keeps it alive, and they're going to roll it over on the third hit. Gentry in the middle. That's Kendall. Tipped across by Fox. Set right side. Deflected. Dug up. Nice play by Kendall Gentry. And it's going to be rolled over by Piper Fox. TMP with the attack. Both teams looking for the first point of the third set. Off the block. Set up. Hit over by Castillo. Tipped up by TMP. They'll go with Kenningsman over the block. Wren this time. Fox tips it. An attack. Set left side. Off the block. Dug up by Gentry. Castillo pushes it across. Dug up in the middle. Dug up now by Gentry. It's Wren going left side. Castile with another swing into the net. 1-0 Monarchs. TMP picking up from where they left off last set, winning that first one 25-17. Served once again over by Dreiling. And that one's down for a point for Scott City. Point Lady Beavers, they tie it up at 1. 1-1, serve to Erica Felker. As it's Peyton Gentry in for Kendall Gentry. Or correction, how about Katie Weathers in there for the first time this set. She came in a little bit against Lebo. And off the deflection, dug up. Set left side. Here's a kill attempt by Castillo, dug up. Set left side, off the block. Set back over to TMP side. Tied at 1. Second set. Deflected, dug up. Felker overpass. Tipped across by Castillo, and it's good for a point. Good overplay that was favored Scott City, and it's 2-1. As Felker once again is back to serve here. 2-1 Lady Beavers lead it. This second set so far is a mirror image of the first set. I don't know if that's good if you're Scott City. Castillo third, and that one is a service there. Scott City's second of the match, and first 4 points, it's still the same. It's 2-2 as Weathers readjusts there. She is in there for Peyton Gentry. Monarchs back to serve. Off the tape, but dug up. That was my Koenigsman. Back over goes the TMP side. They'll set it right side, and a quick hit and into the net. This time, the 5th point of the set belongs to Scott City, and that's the way it has been for a second straight set, 3-2. And back to serve is Krista Irvin, her 5th of the match. Played left side, Winholes. Scott City with a chance to go up 2. They'll go to Castillo left side, off the block, dug up, and off the net as well. Weathers will tip it and stays it in front of the pin. Right side, cross court, and a kill that time for Cheyenne Yost. And the first 6 points of set number 2 are still similar as the first 6 points of set 1. Another serve here for, and the point is belonging to TMP as a misplay and an ace that time for Alicia Seib, and it's 4-3, TMP with the lead. The first 7 points are so similar to the second as they were the first. Rolled over by Megan Trout, TMP with a chance. In the middle, hit, deflected, dug up. Here is Irvin. It's going to be rolled over by Castillo, and then their miscommunication, and it's 5-3. Still, the first 8 points are the same as they were in set 1. That's a tough one. The serve is across for Seib. Left side, here's Trout off the block and down, 5-4. And still, like the first set, the second set is 5-4, as it is Peyton Gentry checking in for Mackenzie Metzger. And Dayanara Castillo to the back row to serve. Set here in the middle. Blocked by Trout. TMP, though, will roll it, tip it across right to Trout. Felker goes left side. Trout for the tie. Off the block and down. Tied at 5. And for the first time, this set is not like the first set. Trout with back-to-back plays, and Scott City has tied this one up at 5 here in set 2. Good serve across by Castillo, left side. TMP goes over the block, dug up. Felker, left side, and they're going to get Scott City into the net, unfortunately, and it's 6-5 as Peyton Gentry is getting ready to wind up, go for the kill. Six-5 set 2. Back in to service TMP, and bringing it across that time with Cheyenne Yost. They've really had a lot of runs when she's been serving, and they get a black point there, 7-5. Dug up. Set left side. Trout rolls it over. Dug up. Tip. Here's Castillo. Felker left side. Peyton Gentry with a swing. That's out the back, and it's 8-5, 3 in a row for TMP. And another serve here for Yost. Scott City, that's trouble, but Dan Eric Castillo does a good job of keeping it in front of the antenna. Rolled over, back row, Chris Irvin. Felker, Trout, push it across. TMP tips it back. Scott City with a chance here. Trout will swing off the block, dug up, kept alive. Trout, good job of rolling it over and covering. And that's TMP into the net that time on the swing. Shaylee Gottschalk, 8-6, Scott City with the serve back to within 2, as it'll be Kinley Rennan for Erica Felker and Katie Weathers out, and back in is Kendall Gentry, who will serve for the 4th time in the match. 8-6 here in set number 2. Good service error into the net by Gentry. Scott City's 3rd of the match, and they're down by 3, 9-6. Back in and serving this time will be Emma Baskell for the 5th serve for her, and she checks in for Bria Winholtz, who plays up the net. 9-6 in set number 2. Good serve across. Set right side. Here's Trout, goes through the block and down. Her 3rd kill on this set. 9-7. Scott City still alive here in this 2nd set. Trying to play catch up as Megan goes to the back row to serve. We have one more match coming up here. Dug up, set, goes in the middle, tipped and blocked that time by Piper Fox to the net at block point that time. 9-8, Scott City to within 1. Official timeout. Kendall Gentry needs to retire shoe. And here's a Trout serve across. Set behind, here's hit in the net, and Scott City with 3 in a row off the hitting error. And we're squared up at 9 here in set number 2. Lakin and Phillipsburg will have the last match of the day here. Trout's serve is a good one. Left side, off the block. And the kill there as Kenningsman powers one through to give the Monarchs the lead back at 10-9. 10-9 your score. Trout out, and the serve is out of the back that time by Bryn Rebel, and we're squared back up at 10 apiece. Peyton Gentry out in as Mackenzie Metzger is going to come in and serve. Metzger's serve coming up. That's her 2nd of the match. Good one across. Almost got it for an ace. TMP is going to hit that over the block. Dug up. Scott City collides in the back row and tipped across off the tape, but dug up by the Monarchs as they look to reclaim the lead, but dug up by Kendall Gentry. Red left side. Castillo with a swing over the block, but covering nicely was Cheyenne Yost. They'll tip it across. Gentry sets up in the middle. Piper Fox has to tip it across. And through the block, and now you're going to get TMP into the net that time. A hand for Kenningsman into the net, and Scott City leads 11-10. 3-point Lady Beaver, or 1-point Lady Beaver lead here in the 2nd. They're trying to win to force a 3rd set. Good serve across by Metzger. Set. Dug up by Scott City. Here's Kendall Gentry left side for Castillo. Down the line, dug up, but kept alive by the Monarchs. And they'll free ball it to the back row to Mackenzie Metzger. Gentry goes right side. Kinley Wren with a swing, and that's going to be 4 hits as that didn't make it across. We're all even again at 11. Back in is Hallie Dreiling. She'll be in to serve, and out is going to be Shaylee Gottschalk, for the Monarchs. So Dreiling with another serve coming up is they're already through their rotation once already. Castillo with a good swing on the left side, deflected, and it's down for a kill. Her 4th gives the Lady Beavers a 12-11 edge here in set 2. Felker in for Kinley Wren. Katie Weathers returns to the lineup, replacing Kendall Gentry as Felker back to serve. Scott City beginning their second trip through the rotation. The fifth serve for Felker. Scott City with 3 service aces, 3 service errors. Almost an ace there. Up by 1. They'll roll it across. Good play by Irvin, keeping that alive. And it's going to be free balled over by Felker to the back row for TMP. They have a chance to tie. Blocked to the net by Fox, but Castillo couldn't dig it up clean enough, and we're tied at 12 as Scott City unable to get it over on 3. Back in will be Bria Wendholz. She'll replace Emma Baskell. And the Monarchs will be back to serve with, I believe, Yost. Nope, that is Kenningsman. And that's going to be a service ace. TMP's 4th, make that 3rd of the match. And at the midway point, they retake the lead 13-12. Serve dug up by Weathers here. Right side, Fox down the line, dug up. Hit tipped up by Felker. Good play by Weathers, left or in the middle for Fox, and that's out of the back, and it's now 14-12. Avery Lewis is going to check in for Piper Fox here, as TMP has scored the last 3 points of the second set. 14-12, Monarch lead at 2. Dug up off the serve from Kenningsman. Swing by Weathers, tipped up. Good, strong cross court there. Now dug up by Metzger. Felker dumps it across. Back over goes to Scott City side, left side. Castillo has to tip it to the back row, but dug up by the Monarchs. And they will roll it across. Deflected, dug up. Oh, almost a miscommunication. Weathers will take a hack at it in the net, mistime the jump, and TMP has their largest lead of the second set, 15-12. And I think Coach Lauren Robinson, maybe, she was close to calling a timeout. Looks like they're going to play Lakin and Peeberg in the auxiliary gym for the 5th or 7th place match. Now off the tape, dug up. And that's going to be down for a kill on the right side for Yost, her 5th, 16-12, and Scott City wants time. TMP on a 5-0 run here in the 3rd set to take a 4-point lead, 16-12 after this. We'll be back after this quick timeout on the Beaver Broadcasting Network. Am I back? Back out of this timeout, 16-12, TMP, and another kill on the right side by Cheyenne Yost, and they extend their lead to 17-12. As the Monarchs on a 6-0 run, and they have opened up a 5-point lead here off of the serve by Kenningsman. Oh, miss hit by Lewis, 18-12, and things starting to unravel for Scott City here in this second set. Team P has everything rolling here. Another Kenningsman serve as they look to add to their 7-0 run. Scott City trying to stop the bleeding and tipped across by Lewis. Set left side, TMP off the block, dug up. Scott City, Felker will go left for Castillo. Can she get one down off the block? TMP right there to clean it up. Tipped to go over the block. Set, well, they're into the net, 19-12. Things really unraveling for Scott City here in this second set. 8-0 Monarch run. Served across, that's out of the back, service error And that'll stop the 8-0 run for TMP. But Scott City down 6, 19-13, and now they need to go to work here. They have not really been able to sustain a run in this match against the Monarchs, as it'll be Chris Irvin for her 6th serve of the match coming up. But before that, Avery Lewis out and Megan Trout is in. The different part of the rotation there. 19-13. Served over by Irvin. Here's the set. Dryling rolled across Metzger. Set left side. Castile with a swing off the block and out. That's a kill. Castile with 5, 19-14. So back-to-back points for Scott City. They're 2 within 5. Another Irvin serve. Scott City with 3 service aces. None in this second set. They'll have to push it across in third hit. Scott City with a chance to pull it within 4. Trout with a swing off the block, but dug up long dig. Trout will swing out again, tipped back, and she gets the point that time. Trout with her 4th kill. Scott City back to within 4. They have scored the last 3. But not done yet, 19-15. And another Irvin serve coming up. Dug up by the Monarchs. Not a clean dig, but played. And it's into the net, blocked by Trout. Back over goes to Scott City. They'll set in the middle for Trout. She'll swing, and she's got one down. As I think they're going to call left, and another kill for Trout. And Scott City with 4 in a row. They're back to within 19-16. Served across by Irvin. Just got over the net. A good, effective serve out the back. Dug up by Scott City. They can pull to within 2 if Castillo can connect, but dug up long dig. Just to the net. 1 by Scott City, but TMP keeps it alive. They'll shoot it out of the back. Dug up. Kept alive by Metzger. Free ball over by Danera Castillo. 19-16. Second set blocked at the net by Trout. Rolled cross court right to Chris Irvin. Right side, here's Weather swing. Mistimed her jump, but dug up. She still got it over, rolled across. Scott City almost a miscommunication there. Here's Castillo with a swing over the top, but dug up. TMP with another chance. From the back, into the net, and it's a 2-point set. Great rally by both teams on that point, and Scott City wins it. 19-17, they're back to within 2. They've scored the last 5. 10 serve for Irvin coming up, and that's almost an ace, and it's not going to get across, and it's 19-18. Lady Beavers back into it. TMP wants time. We'll take a timeout here on the Beaver Broadcasting Network. We're back here out of the serve, 19-18. Here's TMP's attack. Long dig. Scott City can't get it there. It's 20-18. Gordon Robinson thought maybe that TMP was over the top of the net, thought that was blocking or impeding Scott City, but TMP ends a 6-0 run. But Scott City down 2, they're back into this one. Trout misfires, and it's 21-18. Monarchs now with 2 in a row. Out of the timeout, and they have their lead back up to 3. And Scott City needs to win this set to force a third. That serve once again. That was by Seib. Blocked to the net by the Monarchs. Here's Felker left side. Trout with a tip over. Set right side of the swing off the block, dug up, and it's going to be a lift, 22-18, and I think Lauren Robinson's going to burn her final timeout here, and she does. Scott City down 4, running out of points here in the third place match. Back after a quick timeout here on the Beaver Broadcasting Network.
At American Implement, we know that our farmers and ranchers are getting up and going to work every morning to provide food, fuel, and fiber for the world. And even though time and technology keeps us constantly changing, one thing will always remain the same. We promise that we'll continue working right beside you. We appreciate all that you do for our country and our communities. From all of us at American Implement, thank you, and may God bless the American farmer and rancher.
The timeout service there by the Monarchs, and it's 22-19. Scott City still down 3. They need to get a rally going here with Daenerys Castillo to serve. Her 5th serve of the match. She has 1 service. She'll just stand and serve this one. Scott City needs to win by 2. Maybe be the first to get to 25 to force a third set. TMP will tip it across on the third hit. Felker in the middle. Trout will go right side, but dug up by TMP. They'll go right side for the kill off the block. Castile keeps it alive. Gentry with a swing and into the net, 23-19. And TMP now 2 away from sweeping Scott City and beating them for a second time in 3 matches this year. (23-19), the Monarchs to serve. And into the net that time by Cheyenne Yost. Service error. 23-20. Scott City still with a little life here. Down 3, but running out of points as Felker and Katie Weathers out. Kendall Gentry back in, along with Kinley Wren. Let's see what Gentry can do serving. Her jump serve across. Oh, that was almost a lift. Dug up. And set, tipped to the back row. And we're going to have a timeout. They're going to replay the point after the ball rolls over onto TMP's backcourt there. So replay the point. (23-20). Kendall Gentry, good serve. Left side, dug up. Gentry rolls it left side to another Gentry. Dug up. Kendall to Peyton. They'll go left side here. And TP, that's 4 hits. 23-21. Lady Beavers back to within 2. And Kendall Gentry with another serve coming up. She's due for an ace here. Nope, dug up this time by the Monarchs. They'll go right side, tipped over the block. Kendall sets it in the middle for Trout. Swings at it through the block and down, and they're 2 within 1. Trout's 6th kill, 23-22. Scott City not done yet. TMP coach got shocked, thought about taking that timeout, did not. Gentry to serve for the tie. Her serve to the back, played by the Monarchs. They're going to go to the middle, rolled across. Here's Kendall Gentry. Wren sets it. Trout to swing for the tie. Yes, through the block and down. We're tied at 23. Monarchs want time. 23 all. Scott City TMP. We'll take our final timeout of set 2 here on the Beaver Broadcasting Network.
BBN is supported by Shapland Real Estate, State Farm, The Original Grande, Bullertson Family Dentistry, Volgamore Family Farms, Western State Bank, Wood River Energy, Scott Community Foundation, Good Anesthesia and Pain Management Services.
Scott City, they have a chance for set point. Can Trout roll it across? Can't find the hole there. But TMP now going for match point. And the roof put down by Trout. Set point one for the Beavers, 24-23. Gentry trying to serve Scott City to a third set. Here's the serve, a great one across. TMP sets it left side, and it's off the block and down. It's 24 all. Good play that time by TMP. That was, I believe, by Kenningsman. 24-24. We'll play extra points here in this second set. Lady Beavers trying to get set point number 2. TMP trying for match point. Serve is across, played by Irvin. Gentry. Right side for Trout. Off the block. Set point number 2. As she powered that one through. 25-24. And now Trout will try to close this one out. Scott City crowd up on their feet. Here's the Trout serve, dug up by TMP. Set left side. And this is into the net, and the Lady Beavers rally from a 7-point hole in set 2 to win this set and force a third and decisive one, 26-24. We'll come back for set number 3 after this break on the Beaver Broadcasting Network.
Western State Bank proudly supports Scott Community High School students and athletes as they prepare for another great year of achievements. Just as our students prepare for another successful year, we encourage you to be prepared for whatever life may bring you. Stop in and talk with the knowledgeable staff at Western State Bank, whether it be a new home loan, financing for your business, or any one of our checking and savings account options. We're here to help you. Make sure to check out all of our internet banking options provided at WSBKS.com. Western State Bank, member FDIC. And as always, go Beavers!
To us, it's about so much more than just providing the technology. It's about enriching the communities we live in. Because your community is our community. Where you live, where you work, where you play. We do too. Whatever you do, and wherever you are, our service supports you. Next Tech Wireless. We are Kansas.
Feed Yard is dedicated to investing in our facilities and staff to provide the best experience possible for the cattle feeder and, in the end, the consumers of our product. We are always in the market to purchase corn and other commodities from local producers. Call our office at 620-872-2111 for current pricing. Our dedicated employees and their families are very important to us, and we are proud of their children that are current Beavers and individuals that will grow into those roles in the future. Fairleigh Feed Yard is privileged to support Scott City youth and are honored to cheer on the Beavers.
Go with the proven winner. I'm Michael Trout from State Farm in Scott City. When it comes to auto insurance, we score big with our policyholders. We score on competitive rates, on customer service, and on satisfaction and speedy claim handling. Let us quote your autos today and make you a part of the Trout State Farm team. Call or stop by Michael Trout State Farm and you can be assured of our personal best. Go with the winner, Michael Trout State Farm, Scott City.
There's nothing more spacious than Western Kansas, and nobody closer than our communities. We are determined to keep our communities connected to schools, kids to teachers and parents. We believe a connected world is a better place. We are more than what we do for our hometowns. It's what we do with our hometowns. S&T is proud to be your family, your friends, your neighbor.
Scott City was down 19-12 in that second set, and it looked like maybe they were down and out. They made the rally, chipped away, had set point at 24-23, and then 25-24, but TMP would hit it into the net to force a third set. They switched sides of the court. Scott City to serve, 26-24. Lady Beavers win set 2, and they will begin with the serve, as I mentioned, here in set number 3, their final set of the day, and it's a good one across for Felker. Left side here, pushed across, tipped across by Katie Weathers. Here's a set rolled to the back row for Scott City. That was Felker's 6th serve of the match, and Weathers trying to tip it across. Lady Beavers aren't able to get the first point of set 3. TMP has won the first point in each of the first 3 sets. They lead it 1-0, and they have the serve with Dreiling. Gentry rolled over by Weathers into the back row. Here's Baskel, set left side, down the line, but dug up. Good dig by Irvin. Felker, left side, Castillo roll it across to the back row, almost a lift. Right side, through the block, dug up. Felker sets it left side. Castillo will take another hack at it into the net, 2-0. TMP up early, 2-0 here in set 3. And another serve for Dreiling. And that's going to be an ace, 3-0. The TMP off to a hot start here in this third set of the third place game, our third place match. Dug up by Metzger. Felker has to bump it across with her fist. TMP, almost lift there. Time blocked that time, and the block point as Katie Weathers puts the Beaver Dam up for her first block point, and Scott City's first of the third set, 3-1. Scott City to serve with Krista Irvin. That's almost a lift there. Through the block, dug up. Good job getting an arm on it by Irvin. Here's Castillo swinging it. Didn't get a good enough hit on it. 4-1. Lady Beavers down 3 here in set 3. As Bria Wynn holds in for TMP. And back to serve will be Kenningsman. Her 10th serve of the match is just over the tape. Long dig back over. Missed dig by Irvin, 5-1. That was off a long dig and down that time by Windholtz. And it's a 4-point Monarch lead. They're off to a hot start here in set 3. Serving another ace. And Kenningsman with that ace, 6-1, her second ace of the match, and TMP maybe taking a little frustration out of blowing a big lead in that second set. That one just right across the tape, a tight serve. Left side here for Trott, and there's another roof that time by TMP. Side with the block point, 7-1, and Lauren Robinson wants time as TMP off to a blazing start here in the third set at 7-1. We'll take a timeout here on the Beaver Broadcasting Network.
For exceptional service in real estate, put Stephanie Shapland at Shapland Real Estate to work for you. Property homework is what we do best at Shapland Real Estate. We put forth every effort to get results that move you. Our expertise in buying and selling residential, commercial, and agriculture property is built on the tradition of trust and thoroughness that you deserve. Shapland Real Estate takes pride in our community and in cheering on our students in all that they do. Give Shapland Real Estate a call or visit our website today.
Faro Heating and Cooling of Scott City is a proud sponsor of Beaver activities. Brent and Angie take pride in helping our activities and support our students 100%. They can also help you with any heating and cooling needs that you have. Give Faro Heating and Cooling a call at 620-872-3508 and see if they can help you with your needs today.
7-1, a kill attempt at long for Castillo, and it's 8-1. As out of the timeout, TMP unable, or Scott City rather, unable to get the point back. And another Kenningsman serve, dug up that time. Here's Felker left side. Trout will swing at it. That's behind the antenna, and it's 9-1. Lady Beavers just down in a hurry here in this third set. Need to just get one. That's all you need, get one to start some rainbow shot over. Felker in the middle here. There's a swing at it, off the tape, off the block and down for Peyton Gentry. her second kill, and Scott City ends the 6-0 Monarch run, 9-2. Still early, but third set here. As they bring back in Avery Lewis for Mackenzie Metzger. Official timeout here. Gentry, I believe, to serve. Nope, not Gentry, excuse me. Felker. Nope. Get this right here. It's Castillo to serve. I'll go through the list of names and I'll get it eventually. Castillo serve, a good shot across. TMP will head it off the block. Scott City with a chance to get back-to-back. Here's Lewis, cross court off a block, dug up. They'll go right side, tipped over the block and down. 9-3 or 10-2, excuse me. So lead back up to 8 for the Monarchs here in set 3. Served across here by Seib. Set by Peyton Gentry. Trout with it, dug up. Play toward the net. TMP saves it, and then blocked by Trout, dug up. Joust to the net, and they're going to get Scott City into the net. And it's 11-2, and just things have unraveled here in this third set for Scott City. TMP started out with the first 3 points. Scott City scored a point, and then 6 in a row, and then now 2 in a row for TMP. Blocked and a block point by Gottschalk, and it's 12-2, just like that. Colby wins the first set in the 5th place match. 12-2 TMP here in set 3. Through the block and down, and they have everything rolling in this third set as Winholtz with the kill, 13-2. Lauren Robinson will burn her final time out of the day. We'll take it as well here on the Beaver Broadcasting Network. or 13-2 out of the Scott City timeout, their last one. Here's Lewis, tipped, blocked to the net, but kept alive by the Monarchs as they are continuing their run. That dig blocked to the net by Scott City. Monarchs are rolled across with Castillo. Felker in the middle. Track, can she end the run? Yes, she can with her 9th kill, 13-3. So TMP's put runs together of 3, 6, and 4. Scott City has not been able to put together back-to-back points in this third set, and hence the 13-3 margin here in the third set. And Gentry back to serve. Dug up on a good serve here. Scott City had a big rally going when she served last time that forced the third set. Trout off the overpass, and she'll get her 10th kill. 13-4, and finally a little bit of a run for the Lady Beavers as they get back-to-back here in the third set. 13-4, Gentry out of service there into the nets. Now 14-4. And back to the Monarchs for the serve as they're go past halfway to 25 here. And back in is going to be Shaylee Gottschalk. And back to serve will be Cheyenne Yost for the 10th time. Castillo, nice play off the net by Kendall Gentry. Trout with a swing, goes cross court. TMP keeps it alive. Off the tape, tipped up by Kinley Wren. Gentry in the middle for Trout. She'll roll to the back. In the middle, off the block, dug up. Left side, here's punch over by Lewis, and it's just wide, and it's 15-4. 15-4 your score. And here's a set, left side. Rolled over, tipped up by Castillo. Set by Gentry for Wren. She tried to push it over, but could not. 16-4. or 16-4, that one into the net. Service error on TMP. 16-5, that is their 5th of the match. And Scott City back to serve. Good serve by Trout. Here's a kill attempt dug up by Trout. Castillo can't get to it, and in the middle there was the Monarchs. Conshock 17-5 as they are starting to roll here in this third set. Served across there by Baskell. Scott City is blocked to the net. Weathers sets it, and it's going to be tipped over the block by Gentry, Kendall Gentry. And point for Scott City as TMP into the net, 17-6. And the Lady Beavers back to serve with Avery Lewis. Lewis brings it across. Off that serve, off the block, dug up by, and a kill for Kenningsman as Scott City able to get a second hit as it goes out of play, 18-6. Just been a rough third set here for Scott City. Worked so hard from 19-12 in that second set to force a third set, but TMP come out guns a-blazing in this third. Bren Rebel with the serve. Left side, here's Castillo over the block and out at the back, 19-6 Monarchs. They need 6 to take third place here. This is their return for the first time in at least 4 or 5 years to this tournament. I have to say at least 5 years. Push to the back row. Good play by Kinley Wren. Set. Dug up by Irvin, but not for long, 20-6. Another kill for TMP. And another Rebel serve, Bren Rebel. Her 4th of the match, gets it across. Irvin in the middle this time. Weathers mistimes her play and then blocked to the net by Brooke Kenningsman, 21-6. And Piper Fox is going to return for Katie Weathers. Win the Grinnell up 6-3 in the 5th place match. Or is that the 7th place match? Yeah, it's the 7th, excuse me. 5th place match, I was right the first time. Dug up. Kendall Gentry right side. Here's Wren with it. Knocks it across. 15-point Monarch lead, late third set, and make it a 16-point lead. As the tip won that time by Kenningsman, 22-6. TMP just needs 3 to close this one out, and there will be 3-2 on the day. Scott City's close to being at 3-2. That's a missed hit on the serve. Service error by Rebel. Scott City down 15, 22-7. They have not been able to get a rally going as Felker back in. Second trip through the serving rotation here in set 3 for Scott City. Misplayed, but kept alive by the Monarchs. They played it nicely at the net, then they get it across on 3. Felker tips it over, hits a tape. They're going to say Scott City was under or into the net, 23-7. And back to serve, checking back in, Hallie Dreiling. That's mere 10th serve of the match. 23-7, the Monarchs cruising here in the third. Felker, left side, here's Peyton Gentry, match point number 1. That's hit out of the back, 24-7. First of many set points for the Monarchs. Scott City trying to hang on as long as they can and make a big rally. Left side, off the block, dug up by Irvin. Here's Felker. Castile tips it over. TMP tips it back across. Leaper Fox right side. Peyton Gentry to the back row for TMP. They have a chance to close it out, and they do not. Scott City digs it up. Castile will roll it to the back row to Bryn Rebel, the libero, tipped over. Here's Felker, left side. Castile into the net. They say block, so they'll keep it alive, and then Castile tips it behind and out, and that's going to be it, 25-7. So rough third set for Scott City. They finished in fourth place here, 3-2 on the day. TMP 3-2 on the day as well. They will be your third place team here today. That'll wrap up our coverage on the Beaver Broadcasting Network. Hope you have a great weekend.